These are the 5 reasons you should buy a Volkswagen Tiguan 2022, or like how I call it, Tiguan. So for starters, visually, I mean, just look at it. You know, you get everything that you need. Looks. From my perspective, I honestly think it looked like a Range Rover a little bit from the front. You got the big wheels on there. It's a big sized vehicle. I'll get into that a little later. But again, just visually, the aspect of the car, I think it looks really good. You know, I think that it's a head turner for sure. Everybody that sees me in it, they do compliment me. It is a specific color, so the color that it is a rare color, actually, believe it or not. It's not actually just white. It's a different type of white, so it pops out a little more in the sunlight. So I do believe that's something that people do enjoy to see. They like it. So just visually, man, I mean, you really can't go wrong with it. I mean, just look at it, you know? So with the SEL package, you get a few things, okay? You get a few things. First and foremost, you get the wheels, okay? The wheels are gonna be the first thing that stands out with this car when you get the SEL. They pop, they look really good in my perspective. From my point of view, it might be different on yours, but I mean, it got the two-tone. Like, can you go wrong with the two-tone? You know, they stand out. A little tough to clean, but they stand out. I've had this car for about a year and a half now, almost 2 years. I purchased it in 2021. This car is the 2022, the top of the line, top of the trim, the most expensive version that you can get. It does have the R-line package on it as well. So again, what that R-line package comes with is the light bar, as you see here. The light bar, I'll give you another angle of it when the light is on, but the light bar that goes through the grille, you can only get that on the R Design SEL version. Of course, it comes with all the parking sensors, you know, everywhere. You can't really miss anything or hit anything with this vehicle with all the parking sensors going off on you. You also get the ventilated seats in the front. Comparing it to other vehicles, I can't really say that it's worse than anything or technically better than anything. I mean, I guess somebody that actually had that previously would be able to tell the difference better than I would. But yeah, the ventilated seats work in the summertime. It's actually hot right now, so when I get back in it, I will be using those. But yeah, I mean, I think they just work lovely for what they're supposed to do, you know? Also with this package, you also get all-wheel drive as standard. So all-wheel drive is standard with this car, and I think it is needed because it is a bigger car. Now, mind you, little quick story. Before I got this car, what I got out of was a 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan, right? Tiguan, for however you want to say it. Anyways, it was a 2017, so if you don't know these type of vehicles, that was the last body style 2 generations ago. So 2 generations ago of this vehicle, that was the last year of that body style. If you're in the market for that, really quick, that is a smaller car. It's a compact car, where this is more of a mid-size SUV. That was a compact SUV. That car was a little bit faster. I would say 0 to 60 because it was carrying way less weight. I had the front wheel drive version of it, and I had the R Design as well. I'll put pictures up so you can see that. It drove very well. It was really fast, or fast enough at least for its size and what it was worth. It was definitely smaller. It took premium. We'll get into that a little later as well. But yeah, this is just really a completely different car when you look at it. I think this does look better. There are things that I would take from the older generation to bring into this, and vice versa, but I mean, all in all, you really still can't go wrong with this body style and this look. Now, being that it is the R-line, with the tires being a little bigger, the suspension being a little bit sportier, I would actually say it handles better than my previous Tiguan, which was actually a smaller vehicle, which is surprising because this is significantly bigger. But I would definitely say if I'm cornering in this vehicle, and I do love the corners, you know, maybe not in this car in particular, but you know, other versions of different vehicles, I do love cornering. But I've definitely taken this on corners at higher speeds. and it actually holds up. There's not that much body roll. It really stays planted, and the all-wheel drive definitely helps you get out of the corners better than you would expect for this size vehicle. So I'm really not mad at that. The all-wheel drive 4Motion for this vehicle I think is needed, just because it's a heavy vehicle, and it's different from what I came out of. The other car I came out of, again, which was a 2017, you really didn't need all-wheel drive in that vehicle because it was quick enough. But this, I definitely would recommend you get the 4Motion all-wheel drive version. Usually vehicles in this segment only take premium, but surprisingly this car did take regular. It gets around 23 miles to the gallon city and 30 miles on the highway. So again, relatively good gas mileage for this size vehicle, and I really don't have no complaints with that. For what it's worth, I think it's definitely a good bang for your buck. If you're taking long trips, or you just got a relatively big family and this is your everyday car that you drive, you're not going to be killing yourself at the gas tank, because this will get the job done better than a lot of other cars in this segment that are gas guzzlers. You still get a lot of the premium features in this vehicle without having to break the bank at the gas station. Now again, as you can see, the interior space of this vehicle is very, very practical for medium-sized families. It's not a Suburban, of course, by any means, but it's not supposed to be. This is a mid-size SUV, and it definitely handles all your needs. I mean, like, what else do you need it for? You got a family of 4, you perfect. You could fit luggage in the back on long trips. You could fit the kids in the back on long trips without no issues. They have relatively very well leg room in the back. And there's really no complaints. Even if you had to put an adult back there, they're still going to be pretty comfortable comparison to the previous version that I had. Once again, you really couldn't comfortably put adults in the back seat just because it was a relatively smaller car. It was a compact SUV. So it's cool to see Volkswagen, just take it up a notch a little bit. This is their best selling vehicle as far as SUVs go, and they just wanted to take it up a notch to get even more sales, and I think it actually was a good idea, because I see a lot of these on the road. Maybe not the trim that I have, which is the Sel R-line, but you do see a lot of Tiguans on the road. So I think that was a good deal for them to actually do that. Something else that I do like about this car, it does come with the digital dash, but all newer cars are coming with that now. But some digital dashes are a little more innovative than others. With this one being a little more innovative, I would say leaning on that side. You could put the maps up in the middle of the screen. You could change your speedometer. You could change, it's really customizable. You could change it to really whatever you want to see. The way I have it set up, I can see my distance to empty. I can see how much miles to the gallon I'm actually averaging. I can see the speed that I'm going, and I can still see the RPM. So it's like, to be able to see all of that at once in a neat manner, I think that actually goes a far way. And it shows, how capable Volkswagen and Audi is in developing their actual technology packages and things of that nature to make it, more practical and more customer friendly and easy to use, because there is a lot of systems out there, but not all of them are easy to use. There's a lot of different systems that are tough. This is easy, and I think that goes for anybody, really. Like, anybody could just jump out of their car, they could get in this, and they could easily navigate through the system and the infotainment of this car without really too much of a problem at all, and feel confident about it. So all in all, I would definitely recommend someone to take a look at this car if they're in the market for a mid-size SUV. Again, it has Apple CarPlay. It has really good speakers. The exterior of the car looks very good. It does have a presence on the road. Although it being a Volkswagen, especially when the lights is off, you guys seen the light bar, how that looks at nighttime. It just does carry a presence about itself, and it's definitely higher quality than the average Volkswagen that you would see on the streets. Do you have to get the Sel R-line package? Probably not. If you're just looking for something basic, no, you can just get the SE, but if you want the all-wheel drive and you want the speakers and the ventilated seats and the wheels that come with it, then of course go all out. I did, and I don't regret my decision. I've only seen probably 3 of these on the road where I'm at in North Carolina, so it may be different from your location or wherever you guys are at. But yeah, I don't see this in particular model on the road like that. A lot of people have trims below this, but still, you know, it stands out. It's a cool package. The whole headlight display is different, so you could definitely distinguish it to be the R-line package comparison to the basic package, so you know what you're looking at when you're looking at it, even from far away. And I think that goes a long way as well for when people actually want to spend that extra money on their vehicle. They want to stand out. They want to show presence with their vehicle, you know, and I think it does that, you know. So if you're in the market for a midsize SUV, I don't really think you could go wrong with this. It's good on gas. It has all the technology in it. I mean, what more can you ask for?